Welcome to another episode of Peer Transparency. We're your hosts,
At Google Me.
Anayoli Jennings.
Today's episode is brought to you by Fuck Your Feelings, a place of
We're
uh-huh.
no. It's today's episode is brought to you by Fuck Your Feelings.
Oh,
Where
we
at the
did
end of
this
the
one.
day we ran out of fucks.
Mm,
Not one, but two. We
but
ran out
two.
of both of them.
Blah.
Both of
Build a
them.
bridge, get over it. Build a bridge, get over it.
Burn the
Absolutely.
bridge. Get over it. Walk around.
Whatever you gotta do. Today's topic is, do black faces in high places really help black and brown faces? Mm. I think
Mm.
this vote by a conversation or something that, and everybody feels as though we all get excited as a community when we see people of our color or our descent going to these nice positions, right, in the corporate
Mm.
world, in government, or in any place of high society, and then we see our people in there thinking that they're going to be a voice for us, when lo and behold, actually they are not for us. They actually are part of the problem that we're trying to work against. And then we realize then that just because they're there, skin folk don't make you kinfolk. Not everybody has that agenda of trying to help my people. And then a lot of times when they get in these positions, they find out they can't help you. So what happens is they end up getting blackballed, and they care so much about their reach, they care so much about their reputation and the means that they will stop trying to help us people. Now, warranted. Some people you try to help, they give you a reason not to help them again, right? That's not the case for
Mm-hmm.
every person like you. So I think it's an unfortunate thing. We want to be happy that these people are in these places. We support them, we vote them in, only for them to drop us. And why is that? They drop us. They talk about you. Then they're beginning to take on the mentality of their coworkers who are of pale complexion. And then all of a sudden they look down at you like their counterparts or their coworkers or their socialites or their small circle. So then it's just like, so what's the point of you being in there? Oh, this is about me. Fuck everybody else. Okay, I get it for some point when you have a goal, and it doesn't matter what it takes to get there as long as you say you're there. What happens when you get in there? When do you realize you are actually the trophy nigga? When do you realize that you're actually in that place because they needed to meet a quota? Because they have been brought to the attention you have not hired blacks at all. You need to get a black into your community. You need to get a woman at your corporation, right? So then yourself like, okay, when you find out you're the trophy nigga, what do you do now? I just think that we have to stop as a community. We have to stop putting these people in positions that's really not trying to work with us. Well, how will we know? Well, first of all, when they get in there and that first year realize they're not doing anything, we do have the power to uproot them. Just like we have the power to get them promoted, we have the power to get them removed. And that's where I'm at with that. I'm why what emperor has to say that he called me, he got his hat on with the hood people. This man right here is gold. So therefore, I pass the
So
mic to Emperor Nye.
okay. So
Now sound
me,
boring.
there's no soundboard. So me, I am a person that loves to learn from mistakes, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so I don't only learn from my mistakes. I learn
Mm-hmm.
from other people's mistakes. I learn
Mm-hmm.
from especially our culture mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So when you dig it down, right? And I know a lot of people gonna be like, "Oh, you're trying to tear down a black woman. Oh, you're trying to tear down a black man." I'm not tearing down nothing. I
It's a
just see
difference.
what facts is. I,
Exactly.
you can't tell me that people that's not doing for you, but you're supporting them, but they don't support you. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You support them behind closed doors. You support them behind open doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they
Mm-hmm.
don't support you behind closed doors or open doors. That's
Mm-hmm.
just like your friend. If you have a friend that you call your friend or your partner or your lover, and you be like, "Yo, my lights got cut off, or I ran out of gas." Oh, and these dudes are counting money and say, "Yo, I pray for you," like some of y'all churches be doing, but I ain't gonna go there.
Okay,
You know what I
now
mean? They
priest,
see it,
pastor.
but
Hold on, Doc. Hold
they
on,
sit up
Doc.
there. Hold on. I'm proving the point. Like,
Did you
you
just
know, I
throw a
ain't going
jab
there.
out?
I threw an uppercut because at
This
the end of the day, it's time for us to wake up. It's time
for
for us to
sure,
see the bullshit. And if you
for
don't want to
sure.
see the bullshit, keep your mouth closed. And if you want to do the cheerleading, go ahead. So let me break something down to you. The
Mm-hmm.
vice president name is what? Something
Oh,
Harris.
Camellia. I think I'm
Yeah,
saying it wrong though. It's not even Camellia. No
whatever. The
disrespect.
vice president is a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is a rural Ebony woman. Who
Mm-hmm.
she married? Who she married to?
She's married to a Caucasian man.
A Caucasian man.
That she is.
Y'all cheer for this woman. Whoop
I
whoop whoop
did.
whoop. Oh yeah, she a soror. You know, boom boom
So
boom. She
absolutely.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? She's
Mm-hmm.
she's in there. She been
Mm-hmm.
in here what 2 years? What the
Yes.
fuck has she done? What have she done? Hell, Michelle Obama. Michelle
Mm-hmm.
Obama did
Mm-hmm.
more, and she wasn't not a president. She was not a vice president. She was nothing. She was just married to the president. She did more than this woman did, and I guarantee her whole term, right? And
Mm-hmm.
her whole term ain't even finished yet. But I'm telling you, Michelle Obama will have done more than this woman would ever do. Why? Because her agenda is not her people, not the people that was rooting for her. Her agenda is herself.
She don't
Let's
consider
break it
her
down.
people. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, this new woman, she just won. Congratulations. She only get half my congratulations because
I'm
she is
saying
a dark skinned Nubian
beautiful,
woman.
beautiful.
That's why she get
Mm-hmm.
half. But she
Mm-hmm.
but I took away 50% because she's married to a white man. Now it's funny to me, all this Nubian women you praising are married to Caucasian men. And not
They
one
are.
of them married to a Nubian man,
No.
a dark skinned man, a light skinned man. None. But we still support because they're in that position, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what
They look like
what
us.
I'm right. But I want to ask
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
what are they doing? What are they doing for you? Why are you still in the same position? And it's not just those two people. We had a
Those.
lot of them. We have
That's
people in
true.
entertainment. We have people that's actors, that's singers.
Mm-hmm.
We have rappers. We have
Mm-hmm.
all these people, and they do nothing for you that you're rooting
Mm-hmm.
for. My thing
Mm.
about we root for people that turn their backs on us. And
All
that's
the
why
time.
we're still at the bottom of the totem pole. Because
All the
we're
time.
rooting for people that don't say, fuck this job. That's my people. These
Right.
same people, even if you want to get in tech, think about Barack Obama, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you say police are still killing black people and during his 8 years, police was still nothing changed. Nothing at all. And this is not me taking away from his story, not history, but his story. But it's a thing to be like we're supporting people that do nothing for us as a culture. They support. They don't even take away from executive producers and all them there that's destroying our music. They don't even write a law to say, "Yo, we need to protect our people." They don't do anything. And then the first thing they want to tell you is, "Oh, healthcare. Let's
What
talk
about it?
about healthcare." Right?
Yeah.
Then they
Mm-hmm.
make it, "Oh, he made it free for you," and blah 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 blah. How many people took Obamacare?
Not
And
many.
how many people on Obamacare actually got what they needed? Then you got these other chumps coming in and they destroy whatever little that we had. But my thing about it is, we put our false hope in false people.
That's
And they
true.
smile and they chant and they this and that and the third. Guess what? Obama was 8 years. He was president for 8 years. And even after he was president, what is he doing for our people? Because now he can do what the hell he wants. He's still getting money. He's still getting this, right? What is he doing for our people? But yet we're rooting for these people that's doing zero. We making up excuses. Oh, he can't do anything. He can lose this. He can lose that. Dude, he's not in the limelight no more. So what is he doing?
Mm,
He see the struggle. He came from the struggle. Michelle came from the struggle. My thing about
mm,
it, you can't save everybody. I under fucking stand. But you can start a change.
mm.
You can start the movement. Why nobody want to start the movement? Why nobody? Everybody want to do their own little thing and not come together. Everybody want to sit over there and root for people that done not one thing for our people. Hell, we root for people that actually do more harm to our people than anything. I ain't
True.
gonna say nothing, but the vice president. You know
True.
what I mean? We be rooting
True.
for them. Oh,
But
they the first. First, it seems like we're more happy to be the first
in
in
a
something,
position. Hmm.
right? In a
Hmm.
position
Hmm.
that they gave us, rather than
Hmm.
creating our own fucking positions.
That is true because if you look at her history, she really did have a history of sending more black men to jail than actually helping them. Now, if she helped some, I'm not hearing much. I didn't do a lot of research on her, so shoot the messenger. But I just think that when you look at the history that I did see that she did have a high conviction rate, right? She was really pushing the max sentences for of color. Now, what she's doing behind the scenes now, I can't speak on, but that is true.
Is it happening though? I don't care what you're doing behind the scenes. If my whole thing about it is that you can't trust a person that can't be unapologetically them. And I'm not saying that you need to be nigga this, nigga that, nigga this. But my thing about it is, if I'm walking down the street and I see a Caucasian person beating your ass, am I not a Nubian man that unconsciously should be protecting our women?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
should I keep this mindset? That ain't got shit to do with me. Or should I keep this mindset? Oh, that ain't right. Of
Mm-hmm.
course it's not right. But they're going to keep doing it until we stand up for one another.
So
If
true.
you sitting up here and you think that you in a high position mean any fucking thing, it doesn't.
Right.
It's just like
Mm-mm.
it's just like you being born, right? And I know this about to hit a lot of people. It's like you being born and you lived 100 years and you did nothing with your 100 years for your fellow man. That you
Mm.
did nothing. All you did was work a job, have babies, fuck, fuck, right? And say, this is what I want. But what did you do for your people?
Nothing.
What did you do for your kids? What you do
Mm-mm.
for your neighbor's kids? You get what I'm saying? Like, what change have you made in this world besides just saying, I'm going to do for me? Because to be
Mm.
honest with you a selfish motherfucker if you can't look at yourself and say, I did something for other people and it didn't benefit me not one bit. If you can't look at no part in your life that you did something for people, your people, whoever, and it didn't benefit you and you did it out of the kindness, this is what's wrong with our culture.
Exactly.
Everything that we do, we want to get to the bag, but they
Right.
stupid as hell because
Right.
we're the most intelligent, stupid people ever. And the reason why I say that is because we would sit over here talking about we need to get to the bag, and everything we doing would cause us to be and remain broke. But how to
Exactly.
get to the bag really is not doing a scheme. It's
Mm-mm.
not doing a scam. It's not
Mm-mm.
taking money from nobody. It's coming
Mm-mm.
together and bringing little bit by little bit together. That way we can have a lot. And that would change your life. Hell, you get taxes every year, right? Five people
Mm.
can bring $1,000 together. That's 5 grand. Five people can bring $2,000 together. That's 10 grand. Y'all can do businesses this way. But yet you want to have Louis Vuitton. Like me, I tell people all the time, why are you supporting people that don't support you?
Mm-hmm.
Why Louis Vuitton is engraved in our heads. I see Royal Ebony women all the time, and they have Louis Vuitton purses, Gucci purses.
Mm-hmm.
We created the goddamn term. Oh, I'm Gucci. So you value that person's last name more than you value your own.
Because it represents a standard, or represents that you have wealth, or you got means to get this stuff. So that means you better.
So
So
let me
we
ask you a question.
equate that to success.
But let me ask you a question,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I say I'm Bubbles, what does that represent?
Your bubbles,
If I'm Bubbles, like if I'm, let's say I'm Shax, what does that represent?
shacks.
It's the same, right? But what is it? What does that represent? Poor? Because they're actual shoes that made millions of dollars, billions of dollars.
Because
We
it's
put
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
things that the crazy thing about it is Gucci is not a standard. It's not. We make it a standard. Gucci haven't became a standard until we made it a standard. Louis Vuitton haven't became a standard until we made it a standard.
And that's true,
Jordans haven't became a standard until we made it a standard.
because we have
Anything
buying
in life,
power. Exactly.
exactly. But anything in life, we make the standard. We can take away from them or we can give to them, and we keep choosing to give to them. And guess what? They get not giving us nothing back.
Because we're
So
so
we
in
would
fear
say,
of standing on our own feet. We feel as though there's no lucrative situation if we stand with ourselves. They want the bag. So that's why they
but
always
you
in agreement
stand.
with them. At what price
But the thing
though?
about it is, you stand on your own feet each and every day when you struggle. Ain't nobody
Every
helping
day.
you
Every day.
every
Mm-hmm.
day. The,
You
the,
clocking
what
it into
you
their
what you
corporation and
so
still struggling.
right, what you
Mm-hmm.
so afraid of, you're doing every day. You going out and hustling. You doing overtime at some job that don't even like you, don't even pay you. Yo, I talked to a man today talking about he made $30 an hour, $35 an hour, and he's talking about $35 like it's money. Like it's so funny that we will put a standard on money. Because if you're so used to making $7 an hour and they give you 10, you think you made a cut up, and you don't really know that you still getting robbed, brother.
Because you can make so much more working for yourself.
You can make so much more working for yourself.
But
So
we
when you
have
talk
that
about,
workman's mentality though. That was installed in us though. And it's like now that it's generations should be watered down, it's more prevalent now.
but you wouldn't know what's funny. You wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
know what else called in us,
What's
right?
that?
We was we was when we was growing up, we had toxic things installed in us that we released. We had bad behaviors that we used to do. You used to eat with your hands, right? When you was a kid, that was installed in you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that you've been through in your life that you said, no, that's not the right way to act.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the right way how to do things.
Mm-hmm.
They That's called common sense that we build. So the installing things is not working. It's not working because you can get rid of it whenever you choose to get
If
rid
you
of it.
choose to.
Just like being
Exactly.
just like being broken,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because guess what? Everybody that's over 30 had their heart broken. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody that's over 30 been used. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody over 30 been called a name, or something happened to them mentally, emotionally, and physically that damaged them, right? So what's the difference? When you sit over here and you understand that you're losing, right? When you understand that you're losing, you got two options. You can either fold and continue to lose, or say, yo, let me get off this lane because this lane is not winning, and let me go try winning somewhere else. There's
But you
people
have
out,
you have to have understanding. A lot of people don't know they're losing.
they know they're losing. Let me
Some
tell
don't
you
know they
something.
don't.
If you sitting over here
No, they
and
don't.
you're taking a vacation off your last check. I'm not talking about the check that you just got. I'm talking about the second to the last check. That's what you're taking a vacation off, you're losing. If you're taking a vacation off of the last check, you're losing. If you don't got any money to take a vacation, you're losing. If you wait until your paycheck to spend to go grocery shopping, you're losing. You're
Mm,
losing. If you sitting up there and you're working just to pay bills, you're losing. If you
mm,
sitting up here complaining about gas prices is high and I have to dictate where I can drive, you're losing. I complain
make
about
it
gas prices
plain.
high, but
Make
that
it
is not
plain.
going to stop me from driving. If
Make
you
it
sitting up
plain.
there, man, hell, if you sitting up here waiting for income tax, you're losing. You want to know
Make it
why?
plain.
Because you're in the wrong tax bracket.
You're in the wrong tax
Each
bracket.
year, I sit up here and try to go negative. I'm like, yo, I got to get out the red. A lot of people don't never been in the red a day in their life. And I'm
Mm-mm.
not saying I'm better than you. I'm telling you, you're losing. You're
Mm.
losing. You're not even in the game. You talking about, yo, I got to get ahead of the game, but you're not in the game.
You're not in the game.
My
You're not in the game.
my thing.
I
My
mm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think too. Let's talk about why. Um, which you make valid points, but let's talk about why you get in a position and you don't feel compelled to help the people that look like you.
For one reason, I can give you three reasons. The first reason is because you're trying to keep that position, and you know the people that's around you is you already know and say, I don't care if you're in the police force, I don't care if you're in entertainment or whatever job you is, you prioritize yourself and say, I gotta feed my family. You could be in that position for 50 years and you're gonna still have that mentality. I gotta feed my family. Right? Because for one, you never even thought of saving up so you can lose that position to help your people, even
Hmm.
help one people. If you helping some, I'm not saying you gotta help everybody, but you gotta help some. And if you don't have just the thought to help some, you you're part of the problem.
Mm,
You're the part of the problem of our growth as a culture. And the
mm,
saddest thing about it is once you out of that position, right? And if they hire a new valued nigga, you know what I'm saying?
trophy.
They already don't, yeah, they always
Mm.
gonna know the ones that they hire is not gonna do anything for their people. Do you understand? Like, so
They
my
so
thing
they
about it
purposely picked you because they know you're not gonna do anything for your people.
exactly.
Wow.
It's just like 90 90. I would say 98% of people that date out their race, right? And I know that's a very high number, but you got to follow. 98% of people that date out their race. If you look at their friends, their friends become the people that they date outside their race. Their friends become Caucasians. Their friends become Asians, and they move and detach themselves from our people. But yet they'll tell you, we're brothers, we're sisters, I rock with you, but won't do shit for you.
What's the second
Why?
reason?
Because the second reason is they'll sit up here and they say, yo, if I help these people, I know I'm not going to get promoted. I know
Mm,
I'm not going to go further than this. So, you know what I mean? And they understand the game. So if they understand the game, right, they'll be
mm-hmm.
like, nah, I want to play it to the fullest. I can't look back at them. Yeah, I chill with little Kiki. Oh yeah, give me pound and go about my business. Little Kiki die on the street. Oh, I feel sad. Don't even help out with the funeral. You
Mm.
know. The third reason is they sit up here and be like, "Yo, I shouldn't have to help y'all. You should help yourself like I did. I shouldn't have to sit over here and think about people back in the street or you know what I mean." But the thing about it is, each one teach one. If we moved little by little, right? We all win. You don't have to do a lot to help your culture. You can sit over there and stop supporting toxic music. You can sit over there and stop supporting toxic toxic movies and TV shows. You can sit up there and even start and say, "Hey, this let's put our money into building a community where we don't have to deal with violence. We don't have to deal with toxicity. We can
Mm-hmm.
be protected." It's starting something. My thing about it is they already taught us and they already put it in our minds. Think about yourself. Why they're thinking about each other.
But
Because
see,
you already
right,
see it. You already
plot
see it.
though.
But
That was the plot
why?
to separate us. So if I can divide these people, I can always win over these people. And they've been doing it for generations.
But the thing about it is, yes, it's a plot. But it's no longer a plot anymore once everybody find out about the
And
plot.
boom. Exactly.
Everybody know about it. Everybody know
Exactly.
about it. The thing is, they don't want to do anything about it. Why? Because that takes work. And then when you call them on it, and then they want to talk about, oh, that's a propaganda. Nigga, fuck that propaganda. Why are you? I just got done saying on a post today. Why are y'all even discussing this bullshit? Whether it's a propaganda or not, both of y'all, what the fuck are you doing to
To
help
go
our
against it.
community?
Exactly.
Right. What do
Exactly.
you man? If this is me, and this is just me being honest, if I sit over here and I say, you know, I'm listening to two people argue. One person say they're Republican, next person say that they Democrat, and these people look like me, and I say, hmm, and I walk over to them while they arguing their point. I walk over to them and say, I have a question. Both parties in government that's a part of those parties, they got money. Most of them is rich, rich for the rest of their life. Why y'all two broke niggas arguing about rich people? That don't make any
we
sense to
are
me.
we are so brainwashed that it's to our own demise. And it is sad. I need you guys to think about this. Why is it that when people start becoming free thinkers, they become a target of the state? They become a target of the
Because
government because we
they
actually
create other
have the
free
tools.
thinkers.
Exactly. That means we would actually come together like we did in time past and actually get our land back, actually get our positions back, our titles back, our finances back, and then we can move forward. First of all, we got to get rid of Christianity. Christianity creates slaves. It creates you to be docile when they're being aggressive. They can aggressively come against you, but as soon as you're aggressive, you're in prison. As soon as you're aggressive, you get killed. Soon you get
But they can be
as soon
aggressive
as
to
you get
you.
aggressive. Exactly. But see, this is the thing. They try to picture us as we're the violent race, but yet still your history shows you've been the violent race. You've been the violent race for
Hmm.
centuries. As long as there've been us and y'all came into later existence, you've been fighting against us. So therefore, we need to get out this mentality. Oh, I did it that way. Oh, we need a different approach. That's what's been killing y'all stupid asses for generations. Now, do your ancestors wish you would man the fuck up? Yes. That you guys are still playing this role of we can't do anything. That's why
Mm.
they keep growing your military. That's why they keep growing the police force because they're in fear that you're finally gonna wake the fuck and then we're actually gonna do something about the bullshit. But we're not able to, especially we
You,
have people in these positions that keeps getting higher into these positions and they're dismantling us. And it's that
mhm,
of it. They give you a false hope like they're for you, but these very people are aiming that gun at you, at the demand
mhm.
of the people that's trying to kill you. Wake
Right.
up. Because at the end of the day, fuck your feelings, fuck how much you're getting paid. Because at the end of the day, you're really not getting paid what you're worth in. Oh, nigga, I made 1 million. Yeah, but guess what? They made six off of you though.
Mm.
All
Hell, they
these
didn't make six. They made 600 off of you. Why they gave you 1 million? They made 600 million off of you, and if it wasn't that much, they made 100 million off of you. And either way, they making 10 times, they making 20 times more than you. Like Muhammad Ali, right? Everybody look at Muhammad Ali and be like, "Oh, Muhammad Ali is the greatest." Da-da. No, Those 11 niggas, they wasn't black. They was all white niggas. They all made all that money off Muhammad Ali by investing in him, right? And they only put down a couple thousand by
And he was
investing
cold.
in him. And
Exactly.
he made them billionaires, not
Mm-hmm.
millionaires, billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
While you sitting over here, and he done all the work, all the legwork,
Getting
and I know you gonna be like,
punch
oh,
drunk.
well, but they invested him though, yeah. But we got to start investing in ourselves and stop allowing people to make money off us. Because guess what? While your favorite rapper nowadays that sound like garbage, they sitting over there and everybody be like, oh, Drake got all these millions, but they made billions off them. They made billions off of Drake.
They give you the little
You know what I'm
the
saying?
top. That's why everybody is doing their own companies. That's why everybody is actually black men woke up, black men are waking up like, whoa, I don't want a middleman. Out there. It's no way that a lot of these artists back in the 1990s made all these hits and they are broke
And they broke,
today. Broke today.
broke.
Wow, their very companies are still spending the money from 1990. Real.
Hmm.
And it's just like at what point people we have to wake and it's so bad. It was so funny. I wasn't even passionate about this topic. You were. And now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it. It does not make sense. Even our school system is designed to keep our kids in a train of thought of imprisonment. It's just like everything
Hmm.
that's designed is nothing is designed for us at all. Even the food that we eat, even the clothes that we wear, even the product in our
Stop,
hair.
stop, stop. You hit on something. I want everybody to do this. I did this over 10 years ago. Okay. I want you to sit over there. You hit on something. The food that you eat, right?
Mm, mm,
Everybody like going to Walmart, right?
mm,
Everyone like going to Walmart. Go to Walmart in Nubian neighborhood and
mm.
videotape. I just want you to videotape where everything is in Walmart in the Nubian neighborhood. Then why don't you go to Walmart that's in the Caucasian neighborhood
I
and
need
see that the shit that's up front in the Nubian neighborhood is all the way in the back in the Caucasian neighborhood.
and it's
It's
real.
not
It
in the
is.
front. And that's the
It's not.
realness. In a Caucasian neighborhood, fruits, veggies, all that shit is up front when you walk through the door. And the
Cost the
Nubian
same either.
chips and all that other bullshit. Nope, the cost is totally different.
Same,
So the
same thing for
thing
the gas
about it,
stations. Hmm.
yeah, and the thing about it is when they sit up here and do the hey, this is what we're gonna do down on gas and all that, it's not in the Nubian neighborhood. It's in Caucasian neighborhood. Hell, if you want to get funky with it, why don't y'all ask this question that's right in your face? Why, when you're in the city, that our people, it's okay for our people to live on top or next door to a liquor store, to stores, period. But then when you go to a Caucasian neighborhood, they
I see
have
it.
zoning that you can't do that, or you will not only get fined, but your business will get taken away from.
How
So
about that?
why these same things that we don't pay attention to, and then we be like, oh, well, they got the money. Guess what? We can have the money too.
We got
We
the
can have the money
money.
too. We work together.
We
Hell,
got the
nah,
money.
nah, nah, nah. I'm speaking to the broke niggas. The broke niggas that have $5 in their pocket. Guess what? You can put that $5 instead of blowing that $5 on bullshit. You can put that $5 with somebody else that got $5, and guess what? Eventually, $5 turn into 100. $5 turn into 1,000. $5 turn into 100,000. Do you get what I'm saying? But people don't want to make them sacrifices. They don't want to make no sense. They want to just complain about the bullshit, and then guess what? When your ass grow old, you're gonna say, "I wish I done this." Matter of fact, think about it. Think about how many niggas say, "Oh, I was there when Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. I seen their speech." I don't want to be the nigga say I seen someone's speech that try to make a change. I want to be the nigga that's making a change. And if you want to be the nigga that's making a change, make a change. Do something
And
because
start
everybody,
small.
right. But
It
it's
don't have
it's
to be
about coming
big.
together. It's about coming together and building something and saying, "Yo, let's make our own table." And I'm not saying if you
And don't
trying to do
invite
your own
anything.
business.
And don't invite people
Mm-mm.
that don't look like you to the
That's
table.
that's that's another. Oh my God, that is another thing.
Everybody can't
So
come to the
why,
barbecue. Everybody can't
why,
come to the barbecue.
why the
Mm.
hell do we feel obligated to invite Caucasians and Asians and everybody else into our shit? Everything that we do,
Because they're
every
my
fucking thing
friends.
that we do. Fuck your friendship, okay? Because that
Fuck your
little what they
feelings.
call it, what they
Trying
call
to
it,
like you, my
what they
brother.
call it. This is they call it
What?
this is your no not adversary. They what they call it?
Your
They're our
allies?
ally. That
Hmm.
motherfucker ain't no ally. Cause
To
guess
you.
what? Going when they can't benefit from you, guess what? They're gonna tell everything.
Toss you.
They're
Or
gonna
when
sit
you
over there.
oppose their train of thought, or where you stop them from doing something that you
Exactly.
know is heinous, or better yet, when
Hmm.
your bag get bigger, you're gonna realize that they're really not your friends at all. And
Exactly. And
and
then
it happens throughout everybody's situation.
and then what's fucked up is they would try to come into a situation and take the fuck over. Like nigga, no. No, listen. At the end of the day, I don't have a problem with Caucasians. I don't have a problem with Asians. I don't have a problem with nobody.
Of
But
course not.
the one thing I have a
They got a
problem
problem with
with
you though.
is
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
problem is they will say that they don't have a problem with our people, but you're watching our people get eliminated each and every day. You're watching our people getting oppressed each and every day, and you say nothing. You do nothing. You get in these positions and you don't do shit. Period. My
But
thing
listen
about
to
it,
our
you can't
music
be an
though.
ally. Yeah.
But listen
Oh
to
no
your
no no
music. But where the culture, where the
no.
clothes, where the
Guess
shoes, and
what?
everybody's
Guess
like,
what?
oh, that culture is not related to clothes wear. Then if that's the case, then why do certain ethnic
Why do
groups
you do
wear certain clothing? It is
exactly?
associated. Or why are you wearing our hairstyles? Oh, where we that this don't have to do nothing with your culture, but it does, love. And then why is it everything that has to be with us is denounced? No, it's our culture. But these are the very
Because
people you guys want to entertain. Come on, man. Y'all gotta wake up, bro.
but
It's so weird.
the thing about it is, and it's our fault. It's 100% our fault. Is because the thing about it is the reason why they feel like they can denounce things is because our people choose to stay and eat at their table. Have you ever been over someone's house as a kid, right? And their parents really like they was you know what I mean, they was your friends, but their parents they really didn't rock with you like that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and then
Mm-hmm.
did you ever
And
eat
kids
over
ain't give a
their
shit.
house? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And but did you
Mm-hmm.
ever eat over their house and felt uncomfortable? While you eating at the table and you know they talking about
Their
you, but they're not
grandmother.
saying your name,
Yeah,
right? But they ain't
yeah, I
saying
have.
your name, and you
Yeah,
feel
I know.
so uncomfortable, right? But the
But
thing
you know
about it
what?
is that's what eating at white people table is all about. Cause guess what?
Mm.
While you sitting up there with your head down and you eating your scraps, cause you ain't getting a full plate, you eating your scraps, right? And then you sitting over here and you like, while they sitting there talking about you, whatever, you won't get your ass up and go chop down a tree and get some lumber and build your own table. I was starved before I sat up there and work for a Caucasian to be over me and telling me what to do. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You're not going to tell me, you know what I mean? And because if you, like I said, Ataraxis, we have a shirt. Anyone that have the ability to feed you have the ability to starve you. And guess what?
They choose to
Coronavirus showed
starve
a
you.
whole bunch of people starving you.
Huh.
A whole bunch of
And it
people.
also showed that your corporation don't give a shit about you. It showed that as
Hell
well.
yeah.
And
And
then
then we'll have our people in a higher position, and then them motherfuckers will starve you too. Why? And they'll tell you, "Oh, I ain't got it. I ain't got it."
trying to like you, my
But yeah,
brother.
you be like, "Nigga, you
Yeah.
living it up on social media? What you mean? Give me my ducats. Give me my money." Talk about you ain't got it.
Mm-mm. I think too, we just got to take out the fear of, well, I don't want to be homeless. You're gonna be homeless regardless, because if that corporation fires you, they're gonna come in after all your assets. You think that you worked hard for something? You think that belongs to you? None of that belongs to you because it was given to you. They seen you. Oh, okay. Well, I earned it. Did you really? Did you
Hmm.
really? Or did you meet a quota? And they're gonna come and get every cent that you got in that account. They're gonna come against every land, everything that you thought you bought that was in your name. That means absolutely fucking nothing. Because at the end of
Right.
the day, we are living and they give you opportunities off somebody else's reputation. If that very person, prime example, I was dating somebody who was an engineer. He was the only black in the whole industry, right? Chemical
Mm.
engineer. His boss would call him son. I said, stop allowing him to call you son. Stop allowing him to call you my
It,
boy. Stop
yeah.
saying that. Soon as that Negro made a
It's so
mistake, do you
degrading.
know this motherfucker flipped the shit script on his ass? Had his ass baffled. I said, stop believing in the fucking hype. Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm always saying this. It's some that don't feel this way. It's some that really do want to work with us to improve us. Some, not many, but some. And even that has limitations. But at the end of the
Ah.
day,
Mm.
stop trying to be in these positions. And then you got to nerve to be looking at other black people. And I had to check them. I said, first of all, when you come here, you're Nigerian, you're considered black. Does not matter. Even though they tell you in your when you transfer transitioning over that you're considered white, you're not black. Bullshit. Because when a cop see
Mm.
you and pull you over, even though your ID state white, let's talk about that.
Mm.
They're gonna treat you like a nigga at the end of the
Mm.
fucking day. And that's how they view you. So when you get in these positions and then you foreigners, and then you looking down at us like we ain't shit. No, bro, because
Right.
it's a propaganda. They actually sit them in class and let them know we're lazy. Black people are lazy.
Mm.
They want to rob you and they don't want to work for nothing. And all they do is get high and get drunk. These motherfuckers come here
Mm.
with this in their mind, even though they working arm in arm next to you and see that you the hardest one working in this fucking company. They still have that
Mm.
stigma in their head. So my thing is, you're no different than me. Stop
Mm.
falling into the hype. So when he checked, and then only that, the dude's wife was trying to push up on him. She was literally
Mm.
sending him pictures. She was like, "Oh, I want to learn how to cook his dishes. Invite him over." She got his number from his boss. She was sending him
Mm.
pussy pictures. He was
Mm.
so outdone. This man is married, and then he's so scared to check her because he's scared to lose his job. I looked at him like,
Mm.
"Are you fucking kidding me? You're in fear of losing your job?"
Yeah. But you're losing your integrity. You're losing your worth.
This
But
white woman can
you
swear up and down that you tried to pursue her and get your ass locked up for life. And she's the one that
exactly.
pursued you. Wake the
Yep.
fuck up.
But that's
Sorry,
the
I didn't mean to
problem.
interrupt you.
If you no, you good because I've been interrupting you. I'm just saying my thing is they use fear in everything
To
we do
control.
to
Absolutely.
control you. Once you get
Absolutely.
out of that fear, you're free.
Mm,
Stop having hashtag freeish, but that's because you want to sit over here and be free-ish. You could be free, but you got to get rid of everything. Everything they can
yeah.
use to control you, but you don't want to get rid of everything. That's the problem.
Mm-mm.
You don't want to sit over there and you be like, nah, I need this. You don't need nothing. You need to be free. Because when you
Mm.
own your time, I had a woman tell me once before, and she got so upset, right? In 2020, this woman was like, and she's in the military. So, and I walk around anywhere, my head up high, smiling.
Of
I'm always
course.
having a right? And this
Exactly.
woman said, and I can walk in any office, anything. Hey, Dr. Jennings. Hey, Dr. Jennings. What up? What up? What up? You know, you walk around, and she was a sister. You walk around here like you own the place. I said, I own myself.
Period.
So don't get mad at me because somebody else own your time, have to tell you when to get up, have to tell you when to report, and tell you when you can leave and take a lunch break.
And take a lunch
But
break. Oh my
this is
God.
who you spending all your time with. No one can
Exactly.
tell me that. I do what I want when I want to do it. When I'm hungry, I go eat. When I need to shit, I go shit. No one's going to tell me when I could take a potty break. My body tells me I need to go
Mm.
shit. I could
Mm-hmm.
be neat
Mm-hmm.
in session and have to go use the bathroom, and I will say, I'm going to pause your timer. I'm about to use the restroom, and they wait for me. When I go to meet, I'm always late to a meeting. Why? because I'll be damned if I'm waiting on anybody. I'd rather be coming to a meeting and it's already started. I ain't miss nothing. Catch me up. Y'all ain't say shit anyway, really. You know what I mean? And people got this, oh, black people's always late. Guess what? I learned that Asians worse than black people. So guess what?
So guess what?
Shit.
Miss
Right.
me with the bullshit.
Tough shit. My
Yeah,
thing about
miss
it
me with the
is
bullshit.
My thing about it
Exactly.
is, as a culture, we push these false ass narratives that they give you. They whisper it in one of our ears, and then we whisper it in everybody's ear like it's a real thing against us. Oh, if you might as well do bad all by yourself. Well, did you ever wonder why our women is the only women in the world that say that shit? Do you ever hear any other culture saying dumb shit? Let me tell you something.
Fuck
I'm going to
no.
wake you up. If you don't hear no
Mm-mm.
other culture saying that shit, don't
Mm-mm.
repeat that shit. If you don't see no other culture doing that shit, don't you do that shit. It's just weird to me. It's weird that you sitting over here and we have it in our culture that it's okay to be single. It's
It's not.
never okay to be single.
It's not.
Anybody that say I was single by choice, it's because you got a lot of toxic shit to get out, or you just like, yo, I swear to you, I'm about to kill the next person if they fuck me over. That's cool. That's a lot of toxic shit that you need to get out. But at the end of the day, even when you go through that shit, you do not want to be single. So don't
Because
say you're single by choice.
but sometimes it is a choice. I was single by choice, and I'm gonna tell
Go
you
ahead.
why.
Why?
Contrary to belief, because every situation I was in was in a positive situation, and at the end result, I ended up single anyhow. So I
So
figured
that means
I'm
that you had a lot of toxic shit to get out because you had a lot of hardship and you just like, yo, I need a break from that hardship bullshit. Right?
my thing was once again, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
your experience, experience that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the fact that I had out of it because you could be and have wrong person. So my thing is, once you have realized that this is the end, clearly my choice ain't good. My choice of men
Your
is not
choices.
good.
Your choices.
My choice at I'm talking about my husband.
No, it's
That
multiple.
choice
It's multiple. No, go ahead.
is my choice. Yeah, including
Mm-hmm.
some wasn't right. So at this point, let me work on me. That was the choice. The choice was this ain't working out for me, and I'm ending up always depleted. So let me get you said that's working out toxic stuff. Not just in me. I don't think it's working out
Mm-hmm.
in me. It's just me maneuvering around till the shit gets right for somebody that's right for me. And all that means I'm missing all the
So
bullshit. And unfortunately,
let me ask a
bullshit
question.
is what's attracted to people that's on the right path. It goes without saying.
But
You always have a
but bullshit
distraction
is
when you're
check.
on the right path.
But this is. Let me ask you a question. If the guy that you wanted that came in when you chose yourself to be single, and he was a good guy, would you accept him?
I did.
Why you on your path? No, what? No, I'm
I
saying
did.
why you on your path? What if?
I
What
did.
if? I know, but what if the very first day a guy come and say, you know what? I want to be everything to you. Would you accept him then?
I did.
You said, okay, so you wasn't single by choice. You said, you
It
know
was
what?
by
I'm gonna
choice.
wait. I'm gonna wait
No,
until a good ass man come,
apples
and
don't have
I'm
nothing to
gonna
do with
give this.
oranges. That was by
Guess what?
choice. Because if it
Apple
wasn't by choice, I would have
oranges
been
make
entertaining
apple
more
make
people.
orange apple juice. Orange
It
apple
ain't no
juice
such
is a
thing,
thing.
boy. Go
Yeah,
ahead on with that.
you ain't never
What
mixed
I'm
that.
telling
That is
you
the best thing
is
smoking.
it was a choice. It was a choice to unplug from the dating world to work on me. That was a choice. That's the choice in the situation. Now, do not everybody, some people don't want to be in a relationship. Some people just don't want to deal with it. It's too much work. I respect that. And I respect the fact that you know that you're not ready for a relationship because you're not about to fuck me up and you're
But they
not
fucking
ready.
somebody. They fucking
So
somebody
what?
though.
Fucking ain't got
That's a
nothing to do with
relationship.
relationship. No, they ain't. That's a
That's a relationship.
situationship.
Cause
It's
guess
not a
what? No,
relationship.
you could be fucking somebody, and guess what? You can cause some toxic shit too. In that, I'm just saying, they good
That
dick,
means you're entertaining
grade
that
A,
person. We're just talking about
grade A
fucking.
dick,
We're
or
talking about
grade A
calling in
coochie.
somebody else.
No,
I
no,
need you here at
I'm
7
telling you,
o'clock.
grade
I'm
A
getting off.
coochie,
There's no
grade A
exchange,
coochie,
but just
and grade A dick
listen.
cause people do some crazy things, flatten tires,
Nah,
because,
Negro,
and
that's
you could
because you
tell
be
them,
trying to do delicious and be a
mm-mm,
stripper and all this extra prints. Oh, I want to.
delicious.
purple rain shit, and that's why you always get fucked up bras. That's you. You don't know when to dial back. First of all, man, let me say this.
No, I
Stop
don't.
hitting the
I'll
back of
just be
women's
like,
pussies. If you're not ready for that responsibility to hurt the fuck up, stop hitting the back of it. Just do regular dick shit.
that's no.
Regular
You
dick
do
shit.
grade
Just
in.
do in.
You do
No, see,
you do grade
you're the
in
one
and
that's
put, and
toxic.
then you have
You're
them sign
toxic.
then you
Disclaimer.
get a
No.
restraining order on them and say,
Disclosure.
hey, here you go.
You're
No,
the toxic one.
no, 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 no.
You're definitely toxic.
Oh,
You know the women
did
can't
you
fuck with
did
you.
you say? Hold on, wait a minute.
Yes.
Did you say I love you? Did you say I love you? Mm-mm. We ain't at that stage. Here you go, sign
Stay
this
the fuck out the back of the
non-disclosure.
pussy then. If you're not ready for that
So
woman to nut the
listen,
fuck up, leave her the fuck
listen.
alone. Give her
Mm,
regular
mm,
dick. That's
mm. But,
and go about your business, bro. Stop
but
hitting the
that's
back
what.
of
But
my.
that is far from topic. Okay, okay. That is far
Sorry.
from.
Oh,
God, stay
we
back
could
on
go through the
topic.
history of these podcasters, bro. I'm done. Thank you.
God,
Sorry, I had
that was another
a
person.
emperor moment.
Did you did you see? That was another person. We hold two different shirts. Okay, two
Do
different
y'all?
shirts, two different people.
Oh no, you
Yes.
got five. I told you. I told Dr.
Mhm.
Jennings.
But you
G.
wouldn't know. You wouldn't know
Mhm,
what's funny. This is on top of though. The the problem is when we do get the ones that help out with people, with
mhm,
our people
mhm.
end up using those people.
That's true.
Manipulate. We've
Absolutely
been
true.
manipulating those
Absolutely true.
people, and that and like I said, fear stops us from progressing. So
Mhm.
we'll look at what one person does or one person did and be like, nah, see, that's why I don't do this. And we need to stop doing that. Like me, I go out my way to talk to Nubian people. Doesn't matter where I am in the world.
Yes, you
I go
do.
out my way
I
to let
witnessed that.
them know I see them. You get
Mhm.
what I mean? And that
Mhm.
little effort is big. And we need to go out our way during our day to day and like, yo, I see you. I see you. What up? What up? You get what I'm saying? And that whole, it's cool to nod and whatever, but let them know, hey, my Nubian brother, what's happening?
I
That,
see you.
hey, my Nubian sister, I see you. That
I
nod,
witnessed you.
that
Mhm.
nod is just a nod. It doesn't,
Mhm.
it be like, all right, but I gave him a nod. No, you got to let them know you see them and they'll let you know they see you. And guess what? They're going to let the next Nubian person know I see you. Because
Right.
at the end of the day,
Right.
I always tell people, are you, they be like, I'm tired. And they be crying and be like, I'm tired. And I'm like, how tired are you? You're not tired until you're ready to make consistent actions. You're not tired until you're ready to say, I'm ready to do without for the greater good to build. I'm about to risk it all because it's
Mm.
so fun. You have these people coming into it's funny that our people. You have these people coming into your house on a daily, busting in wrong houses, and they when they come into your house, they act like they own your shit.
Because
How
they
can you
have
get that back?
they have that mentality, and they know the
They have
law,
that mentality. They have that
and they
mentality, but at the end of the day, this is the problem. We been sold saying, hey, if you buy a house, that's your property. And it's not, it's nothing but an asset. That is not your property. Buy land. And then that's when you can tell them get off
then
your
build the
property.
house.
Once you
Exactly.
once you buy land, you won't see those niggas step foot on your property because guess what? You have the right to shoot them if they go in your
Exactly.
land. They
Exactly.
won't step foot on your property.
Mm-mm.
But then you say, oh, they do this with because at the end of the day, we're running through life like this. Caucasians running through life like this. This is why the laws are different because they taught us bullshit and we get taught bullshit in our schools. That guess what? Think like this. What is the value of a high school diploma nowadays?
Shit.
Coming
Shit.
from the urban community. Why the high school diploma coming from an urban community and the high school diploma coming from, one of the private schools and whatever? The
Mm-hmm.
private schools is like 10 times better.
Mm.
Why? What's going on? And then we will still think,
Perception.
oh, what but they're being taught different. They're actually getting taught life, things they use in their life. A lot of things that they teach you in the urban community in their public schools. It's not about life. It's
It's
about to
survival.
work, be a manufacturing worker.
Survival. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Survival.
And that
Mm-hmm.
it's so amazing. Like I sit over here and I'm like, yo, my kids be going through this. I'm like, dude, we didn't have that. What? Y'all learning this? And then I go back and I'm looking at, what my little cousins are learning in their school. And I'm like, what? You're not
Mm-hmm.
learning what you're learning over here. Your math
Mm-mm.
is different, but
Mm-hmm.
you're in the same grade.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? These people, they taking college classes over here.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't
Mm-hmm.
why don't they have that option
It's
in
not
in
designed that
or
way. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't they build college credit? So we have to take back what's ours. And what happened is what's ours changed. They took everything during segregation. So now for us to have nothing, and they pick and choose which people can have something. And they have their trophy niggas that they know is not even going to sit over there and come back and help you. And the saddest thing about it is we whooping and hollering for people when you think back on it. Hell, 10 years can pass and they done nothing
To help.
for our people. But yet you
Nothing.
still hooting and hollering for the next person. Why are we in 2022 still talking about the first anything? But then the
Fucked up.
first vice
It's fucked
president,
up.
the
Excuse my mic.
black female black vice president is married to a white man. So all them benefits, just like Kobe. I know people don't like to hear about Kobe, but Kobe ain't do shit for his parents. He did shit for his wife's parents though. You get what I
Mm.
mean? But his parents
Mm-hmm.
is the reason why he went to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't ones took him to basketball training camps and things like that. Why don't you want to give back to your own people? The people, especially the people that was there for you. But all these women in power, married to white men. All these men in power, married
Married
to
to white
white
women.
women.
And
I
then
just, I'm like,
they lose
man,
it
y'all
all.
niggas blind, right? And it
Did you
goes to
just
them.
like that YouTube influencer who stabbed her boyfriend
Hmm.
was covered in blood. Somebody caught her, took a picture of her, literally covered in blood from head to toe. Blood. She is out walking around at bars, taking drinks. How is she even? How are you walking out free? Because you said it was a mental breakdown, and instead of going to prison, she went to a mental hospital, and now she's out at a
Yep,
bar. Like, when you guys are going to wake up? And I know everybody's like, love don't know, no, love don't see color. That only is the substance rule for a fraction of you all. The other dude, or
you
the
got,
other part of that is you guys are trophies, and they treat you as such. Let you say something against what they want. Let you say something against what they're trying to do. Let you say no, and watch how all that shit shifts. And not only that, not only you're gonna have an issue with her, but her whole fucking family is gonna get involved. It's time to wake the
and
fuck up.
we have to understand that the laws are different. You date a Caucasian, you date a Asian, whatever. The laws are different. When they do something to you, they're not going to be fully punished.
Mm.
You do something to them, your ass going to be fully punished.
The
Your
law
ass
is gonna
going to
get
lose
thrown at
everything.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
the law is gonna be thrown at you.
lose
So my
everything.
so you have to come up to the point, like, either I'm gonna be all in, is everything or nothing. Because basically this is where we are right now. It's everything or nothing. You cannot allow fear to keep you paralyzed from making a movement. We cannot allow, because you have my skin color, to keep voting people in position and these very people drop you every time. And you're like, well, damn, she's in there. You don't see these police killing our people. You don't have nothing to say. You you
Hell,
you don't have nothing to say.
hell.
You see they
I was
pushing
just
this
saying,
vaccines only in certain areas. Have nothing to say.
listen, hell, in some of the communities that the police are killing our people, their fucking police chief is black. Their fucking police chief, their lieutenants be black. And you trying to tell me this shit's still going on under you, and you the highest, you're the highest right there behind the mayor and all that other bullshit. Like, you
And
mean to tell me?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you hear it's a higher system. It's more to it than that. So let's derail this systems. Why aren't we exposing these people? Oh, that's
Mm,
dangerous. Isn't it dangerous for us? It's not dangerous for us.
right.
Mm.
My thing about it is, if you afraid to lose your life to stand up for your family and to stand up for yourself, I would ask just like this. There's a lot of parents, a lot of Nubian parents, when you ask them, would you die for your kid? And they say, yeah, I'd
Mm.
die for my kid. But why won't you live for them?
Come
Why
on,
won't you?
Emperor. That was a nice. That's nice. I like the way you did that.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you really about your children, live for them. Help create a life for them. Help create a life for your grandkids. Just being alive is not living. And we have to understand that. Just being alive to say, hey, they gave me work. They gave me a house that I don't
Mm.
own. I pay a mortgage. I'm renting. I got an apartment.
You
They
rent
gave
to the
me a
bank.
car that I'm leasing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
To the
they
bank.
gave me I got some possession now because I'm tippy toeing and I don't want to lose it. But when you really look at it, you have nothing tangible. They give people money that they know that's going to lose money.
Mm.
They don't. This is why they're not threatened by us, because they know we want to buy chains and clothes and purses and shoes and bullshit houses. And look, they know that. This is why I talk to our people and say the saddest thing about it is when we always talk about reparation, right? I say no, our people aren't ready, and people be like, why? Because guess what? They can give you reparations right now, and our people want to blow every penny of it,
Put it
put
right back
all that back
into
into
the
economy,
economy. Yeah, exactly.
right? And guess what?
Exactly.
You can't say shit else. You can't say nothing about reparations anymore. You can't say
Prime
shit.
example.
They gave
Prime
you
example
money.
was the stimulation, the stimulus checks that they gave us.
Every penny, always blown. The minute you got
Walmart.
money, you rich. You
Walmart.
giving money. But this is let's break that down, right? They didn't give you a stimulus check to help you. Okay.
Mm-mm.
And if you do not realize that they didn't give you a stimulus check to help you, you are lost mentally. They
They
gave
was
you a
keeping in
stimulus
debt.
check because they knew your black ass would help out the economy, because they knew your black ass would have took that check within a week, a few days, and you will put it
And
right
blown.
back into the economy, and the economy went right back up. And guess what happened? You helped out the economy because your black ass don't know how to keep a dollar.
Oh my God. It's so
Your
aggravating.
black ass, your black ass need things that doesn't matter. Everything that you need doesn't matter, because the
It
moment
doesn't.
you get it, you ain't worried about it no more, are you? The
Mm-mm.
shit that you needed last year that you got, do you still need it? Do
Mm-mm.
you still wear it like
Oh,
it's
excuse me.
everything? No, you on to the next need. You're a fucking fiend. That's what you are. You're
Your
a
flesh would
fiend.
never be satisfied. It doesn't matter. It matter how much you buy. You're not gonna have that. You're never gonna be content, and you're never gonna be satisfied. So at this point,
Because
come to
you're a
that
junkie.
conclusion. I'm trying to bring enlightenment to you, my brother. So
They
stop
don't
trying to spin.
realize.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They don't realize that they're a junkie. You are addicted to your habits. And the saddest thing about it is when you're addicted to your habits, You can't control yourself. You want change,
Mm.
but you won't change. You don't love yourself enough to change your negative habits to saying, yo, well, there's a lot of people be like, well, they don't teach us. Why are you waiting on them to teach you?
You
Why are
still
you
waiting on
waiting on
them.
people to give you something? Knowledge is free. You can pick up
Knowledge
a
is
book.
power.
Hell, don't even worry about picking up a book. Go on the internet and read. You go on the internet for social media. Look how much time you spend on social media, that bullshit time that you could
Google.
use reading and enlightening yourself to say, yo, let me learn how to do this. Let me learn how to do this for myself. I
Mm-hmm.
sat up here, I write books and I write novels and everything. And I sat up here and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of paying this money for people to do my covers. Let me learn
Mm-hmm.
how to do my own covers so I can save money. A lot of people don't think like that.
No, they
My thing
don't.
about it is, if you sitting over here and think about in your life where you're spending useless money, I don't care if you think about all your weeks, right? How much do you go out to eat? How much
No.
you how, how much are you going to work and then you going to, help Popeyes out or McDonald's or whatever just because you're on a lunch break rather than bringing your lunch to work? Like what businesses? All these businesses are not businesses. They're last names
Mm-hmm.
that you're pushing besides pushing your own last name.
Mm-hmm.
All these things that you see value in are last names that you see value in, but you don't even see value in your own last name and push your last name. I sit up there, I would rather wear a mask that's empty than rather wear a mask with someone else's last name on it. I would, if I go get me a jersey, my jersey has my name on it. It doesn't have anybody else because I support me. I'm
Because
not
I
going over
support.
here and believing that someone else is above me,
Mm-mm.
walking or talking about me. And a lot of people, they want to say, hey, that's a little narcissistic or that's a little cocky. Guess what?
No,
I
it's
am
not.
cocky about myself. That's self love.
Come on.
I
Come on.
love myself. This
I
is a
know my worth.
legacy walking.
Come on.
Right.
I know my
And if
worth.
you if
I know my
you
worth.
don't sit over here and push your legacy, no one else is going to push your legacy. So
Right.
the problem of it is, who last name are you really trying to live for and
Mm.
leave a legacy for? Is it everybody else's or is it yours? And
Mm-hmm.
if it's yours, apply that pressure to push your
Mm-hmm.
last name
Mm-hmm.
into a movement for your culture, into a movement for your family, into something that says, yo, in 100 years, you're going to remember me.
For
Or
sure.
you just keep doing what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and in 100 years, you can be just like those other niggas. That's what's forgotten. There's billions and billions of people pass through this earth, years and years to come. And then our people be
Mm-hmm.
forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even remember their name, what they did. You think I'm lying? Go look up your family and see that you're going to hit a damn wall. Why? Why you going to hit a wall? Because those niggas didn't do nothing for you to remember them. They just fucked and went on with life. And that's what people do nowadays. Fuck and go on with life. You're
That is
not
so
doing
true.
nothing and plant your feet and your name and your legacy and your soul on this earth. That's what you're here for. Stop just being alive and live. That's my final word.
Okay. My final words is skin don't make her kinfolk. You guys got to know the importance of unity because that's the only thing that's going to keep us from being extinct, trying to wipe you out, and then using our own people to do so. So when you realize that, stand up. When you realize that you have an opportunity to actually help. Don't think about your bag because the universe is going to reward you for looking out for your own. Or there's no money in it, but it is. Like sometimes the blessing is not always money. The blessing is always an opportunity to help somebody else in order for another opportunity to help yourself. So let's just be mindful of that. We need each other at the end of the day. I don't take profit in having a podcast and I have to talk about people in the high places, but not helping us. Doesn't make me feel good. Actually, it bothers me because we're the only people to do it. White folks stand next to each other even when they don't like each other, even when they're not in agreement with their train of thought, but they stand by them because they understand the importance of number and unity. Let's get on that same board. And that's my final say.